Once upon a time, in a small, isolated village nestled deep within a dense forest, there was a legend that sent shivers down the spines of all who heard it. The villagers whispered about the ghostly hollow, a haunted place where the souls of the restless dead roamed freely after sunset. According to the legend, long ago, a group of explorers had ventured into the heart of the forest, searching for hidden treasures. As night fell, they stumbled upon an ancient burial ground, the ghostly hollow. Ignoring the warnings of the villagers, they greedily dug up the graves in search of precious artifacts. Little did they know, they had awakened an ancient and malevolent spirit. It rose from its slumber, filled with rage and an insatiable thirst for revenge. The spirit cursed the explorers, condemning them to an eternity of wandering within the ghostly hollow. From that day forward, the villagers spoke of strange happenings that occurred near the forest. Late at night, eerie moans and blood-curdling screams echoed through the trees. The wind whispered tales of shadows that moved independently, and of eyes that glowed with an otherworldly light. One fateful night, a curious young villager named Emily decided to investigate the ghostly hollow. Armed with only a lantern and a brave heart, she ventured into the dark forest, unaware of the danger that awaited her. As Emily ventured deeper into the woods, the atmosphere grew colder, and the sounds of the forest fell silent. She felt an unexplainable presence, as if unseen eyes were watching her every move. The trees loomed overhead, their branches twisting and contorting in unnatural shapes. Suddenly, Emily heard a rustling behind her. She turned swiftly, her heart pounding in her chest. The lantern's light revealed a glimpse of a shadowy figure, but before she could react, it vanished into thin air. Fear gripped her, but she pressed on, determined to uncover the truth. As she reached the outskirts of the ghostly hollow, a dense fog enveloped her. The lantern's glow barely penetrated the mist, making it difficult for Emily to see. Then, she heard a faint whisper, a voice carried on the wind. "Leave this place, for you are not welcome here," it hissed. Emily's blood ran cold, but she refused to back down. She wanted to know the secrets that the forest held. As she stepped into the heart of the ghostly hollow, the spirits of the cursed explorers materialized around her. Their eyes glowed with an eerie light, their faces twisted with agony. They reached out with ghostly hands, their moans echoing through the air. Emily's heart raced as she tried to flee, but she found herself trapped within an invisible barrier. The spirits closed in, their haunting whispers filling her ears. She closed her eyes and uttered a plea for mercy. In that moment, the spirits paused. A voice, deeper and more sinister than the rest, emanated from the darkness. "You dare to disturb our eternal slumber," it growled. "Prepare to join us in our torment." Just as all seemed lost, a single ray of moonlight pierced through the fog, illuminating a forgotten talisman lying on the ground. Acting on instinct, Emily reached for it and held it high, a beacon of hope in the darkness. The spirits recoiled, their tortured faces contorting in pain. With a sudden burst of energy, Emily broke through the invisible barrier and raced out of the ghostly hollow, the spirits' anguished cries fading behind her. From that day forward, Emily never spoke of her encounter with the ghostly hollow, but the legend lived on in the village. The villagers learned to respect the boundaries of the forest.